In 2018, I went to Bihar School of Yoga, Ashram in the north of India, and I stayed there for 30 days. When I came back, I wrote a post, and until this day, I'm receiving likes, comments on this post. It's been almost 8 years. I get DMs, questions about my experience. Also, I get invitations to join other ashrams, and I just decided to make a video and finally answer all the questions and how my trip went in the video. And also, if you have any questions, you can always ask me. I'll make another video, or maybe we can make like live streaming session, and I will answer questions. Of course, I can only answer questions within the frame of my experience. I cannot tell you more than there is, right? So first of all, why there is such a why my post became so popular. First of all, because Bihar School of Yoga is not a commercial place. It's not easy to get there, at least it wasn't 8 years ago, and I guess there are reasons for that. Also, turned out I was one of a few people who actually shared their experience about going there. So why I decided to go there and how it happened, it's gonna be a long video, so gravity, yeah. Sit comfortably, take a seat. So basically, first of all, how I got to know about Bihar School of Yoga. They have amazing publishing house with a lot of books. This is just a few of their books. And they talk about tantras, not just about yoga, but about the deeper, earlier yoga, the knowledge from which yoga came and was born. So this was something super interesting for me. 10 years ago I was teaching meditation, and spirituality takes a very big part in my life, and I'm very open for new knowledge, and if something resonates within me, I dive deeper into it. So that's how I got to know about Bihar School of Yoga, and their books are just full of knowledge, and I really love that. Yeah. That's it. And when I was doing my courses on meditation, my teachers were actually from Bihar School of Yoga. My course was in Dubai because I was living in Dubai. I'm still living in Dubai. But my teachers were from the north of India. They spent time in Ashram. One 4 years, another one lived there for 25 years. Swami Mahavanam Saraswati. He was my biggest teacher. Yeah, I spent with him really a lot of time, and that's it. So I had a calling. I wanna go and explore deeper, feel it with my body, let's say. And so I was thinking, which ashram shall I go to, and it naturally came that I'll go to Bihar School of Yoga. It's located in the north of India, in Munger area. So I flew from Dubai to Kolkata. From Kolkata to Patna, I took a train, 14 hours train. And from there, I think there was a car or a taxi, yeah, and then I arrived to the ashram. But to go there wasn't easy, because yes, they have website, but they are not really, at least back then, they were not really responding. So I sent an email, and there was like application form. You have to fill up 12 pages talking about yourself, to fill it up by hand. about your mental state and about your goals, experience, your recommendations, which teacher recommended me, like really 12 pages. Then you have to write it down, fill it up by hand, put it in an envelope and send it by mail to India, and then wait for reply. And I was not getting reply. Then I asked my teacher, please, can you help me to know if they accepted me or not, because I need to plan my trip and have I have to schedule my schedule. So it took some time. I was trying to call them as well, but they were not speaking English well, or they would reply and then the call would cut, or they would just not understand me, or they would just not pick up the phone. So it took me, I think, 2 months before I got a reply that yes, I can enroll and I can join them. The stay in ashram is free in exchange for seva. Seva is a work that you do to help the ashram function. You help in the kitchen, you clean the houses, toilets, street, you chant with everyone, you just live the life of ashram. Also, if you want, you can sign up for some courses for small fee. Also, staying in ashram, look, it's free, but if you want to donate something you feel it was helpful for you, then you can donate whatever amount you want, but it's not mandatory. That's it. I enrolled, I think, for one or two courses. Yeah, some short courses. It was 1 week, something like this. That's it. The trip to ashram was very different. It was my first time in India, and not my first time abroad or seeing other cultures. I've been to China before, it's totally different from East European culture I grew up in, plus in Dubai also. So for me, meeting and being in new culture is an interesting experience. I love it. I just watch it, and I'm I respect the house I enter, and I'm just watching, observing, and learning more about this world. So it was an interesting, very different experience. Of course, I was always covered, baggy clothes, to not attract any attention, to not create any unpleasant interactions, or to not start any, basically keeping myself as safe as possible. And of course, when I booked a 14 hours train, I booked a first class train also, to be as as closed as possible until I reach ashram. In ashram, the ashram is surrounded by a very tall fence with barbed wire. I think it's called barbed wire, right? Barbed wire, for the monkeys to not jump in. And we were advised to not eat outside the ashram, because the food might be not disinfected, or it's better, if since we are in ashram, better to eat what ashram is offering us, and to not get distracted by the outside things. So I decided to walk for 30 days barefoot in ashram. Whatever is the moment I entered, I left my phone, my shoes, and I was like, I just wanna be closer to the nature here. That was my desire, and I really loved it. Staying in ashram, it's really a holy place. You feel there is special energy. First of all, I love the nature. The nature was amazing. Yeah, in general, I love nature and everything green, big trees, grass. I love it. But there in ashram, there were places like a few places where Swami Satyananda Saraswati, the founder of Bihar School of Yoga, where parts of his body were placed, or his personal belongings were placed, and those places, in those places, people would come every day and chant, pray, and just sit in silence. And those places were really special. You could feel the energy there, you know. Like, first of all, one of these places, it was like one-story building, and in the backside they were keeping instruments to use in evening chants. So the first few days I would come to this. I didn't know that it's like a prayer hall, let's say. So I was just going there to pick up some instruments, and every time I would enter this building, I would feel undescribable, blissful, joyful energy, which you get, you know, it's the same vibe, like as if you're going back to your happy childhood, being next to your grandma in the nature. Like, I had this kind of association, and it, you know, it's like the silence there is speaking to you. You just the freshness, I don't know, it's like, it's really holy place. Yeah, it felt that way. Then later on, I got to know that actually it's the place where the belongings of the founder are, the Swami Satyananda Saraswati, where his belongings are, and where people come to chant, and then I would come to chant there as well. So overall, everything was very interesting. People were barely interacting with each other. Actually, I was interacting with the lady in my room that she came. We were sharing the rooms, like 2-3 people in a room, and I was staying alone. And then for 2 weeks I was staying with one lady, and this lady, you know, in the ashram nothing happens for no reason. And back then I was vegan. I was also practicing raw vegan. And she told me, your body type and your constitution, you are supposed to be, you're not supposed to do veganism. This is not really for your body. It's not gonna help you. It's gonna add more mass into your life. And first of course I was like, no, don't tell me, I know better, I know my body, and she introduced me to Ayurveda, and she said, look, when you go back to Dubai, read these 2 books on Ayurveda, and just think over it, and you know, try to practice and see how it goes. And she was absolutely right. Turned out that being vegan for me actually increases in me anxiety and just like flying around, you know. I need to be more grounded, so I need to eat more like cooked food, more animal products, and Ayurveda really explained my body and how it works, how it functions within my lifestyle and my choices, and really, but that's another topic. So who was asking me how ashram changed my life? Well, it introduced me to Ayurveda, and it really helped me big time. Then what else? The experiences that I had there, very interesting, you know, because most of the time you spend alone in your thoughts, and you feel that the environment there can hear your thoughts. And if you want something, for example, for me, when I wanted something, things were happening. For example, when I was working in helping doing my seva in the kitchen, we were doing the naans, and I was already hungry. It was before the dinner, and I was making these naans, and I was receiving them, throwing in the fire, or receiving them from the fire, from the oven. I don't remember exactly, but the fact is, I thought, oh my God, I'm so hungry, and they look so delicious with the butter. I wish I had one, you know. And one of the swamis was passing by, and as if he heard my thoughts, and he told me, when you're done here, you can have one. And I was just like, thank you so much. Dhanyawad. um, and you know, I was not really surprised, because there, at least for me, I know that people that are elevated, they vibrate, they have high vibrations, they just read the space. And this happens to me sometimes as well when I meditate a lot. Very often, if I do some serious sadhana, I just feel the space. When I remove myself from the noise, from stress, and from distractions, I just read the space, and I read it on like feeling level, you know, like I just know certain things. I might not be able to explain them, I just know them. So I was not really kind of impressed. I was just like, yeah, I was happy, you know, that it happened. Then a few more things. I'm not gonna tell you what happened, but it's kind of magical, you know. Some things like I don't think I should say it, but I wanted to experience something, and I got to experience it. I'm very happy I went there, and really 100%. I felt there safe. Um, Within the ashram, definitely I felt safe, and basically I left happy from there. Also, some people say, I got also comments about what do I think about the bad reputation which this school has. Well, you know, I came back to Dubai, and after almost 1 year, what happened to me, I also got to know all these stories about the abuse in Australia, I think. I read really a lot. I spent like a few nights reading about it, and I really got so disappointed. And not only disappointed, but I could understand why would someone so evolved, you know, in knowledge, because the books they write is not, these are not normal books. This is ancient knowledge, like full of knowledge, you know. This is like higher evolved people that understand something more than me and you. So why would this kind of people allow themselves to be mean or violent to others? I could understand it. I got disappointed to the point that I stopped teaching meditation. I stopped reading, studying it. I even stopped being vegan, like totally. I just kind of finished this part of that part of my life, and later on I came to the understanding that nothing is white or black. There is always mix. Every person is a mix, yeah, of something. It has more of a good, but there is also bad in it, you know. Because we don't know till we don't know entirely a person. Sometimes person doesn't know himself as well. But there is no angels walking here. No one is saint here on the planet, right? I'm not saying that the deeds that were done there are good, but I just changed my perspective the way I see it, and I decided to take the knowledge, the good part that served me at certain point and helped me to understand better this life and myself, and don't associate myself with the bad things. So I decided to not associate, so I just decided to take the best part, the knowledge, and carry on with my life. You know, it's like no one is saint here. What was done bad should be punished, definitely, because there is a law of cause and effect. I think so, and that's it. Me personally, as a woman in a spiritual world, in yoga, and meeting a lot of males who are calling themselves gurus, and like that, as if they know everything, and then they're just by this self-presentation, they're also trying to approach a girl, or they're saying that, oh my god, I know we have special connection, do you remember from past life? Or they just trying to find vulnerability in a girl, and then trying to take harass her or abuse her, or like use it for his how to say, his dirty intentions. Yeah, and this kind of things were always repulsive for me whenever someone is calling himself ultra spiritual and as if he's almost a saint, and then he's just being like a dirty horny motherfucker. Sorry sorry to say, but this is very disgusting for me. Well, doesn't mean people should not procreate. This part, I'm still learning to accept it, because this part, it's getting hot. When someone is misusing knowledge or access to knowledge just to satisfy your dirty desires, this is well, it is what it is, of course, but well, for me it's cheap. It's repulsive for me, basically. Yeah, I judge it. I judge it. There's a lot of schools now that say they teach tantra, and it's a sexual they end up presenting it as some sexual interaction between a man and a woman, but originally tantra is totally different. It's just a science of energy, to control your energy, direct your energy. Yeah, so anyway, I went into totally different field. How ashram changed my life? Well, everything changes your life, whatever you come across, whatever happens to you, it changes your life bit by bit. Some things change our life drastically when it's a heavy event, traumatic. But for me, it was a pleasure. It was very interesting. I learned more, I understood more, I discovered something, I saw something. And even discovering later the bad reputation about Bihar School of Yoga still taught me something. It taught me that I don't understand till the end, how to accept it, and what is it, what's happening, like why it's happening this way, why someone cannot control themselves or has to show the violence, or is it needed or it's not needed. I know I didn't think about this for a long time, and I'm just living my life, doing my things. I became more grounded. Yeah, I'm focusing on other things. So how it changed my life? This is how it changed my life. Slowly changed some understanding and my viewpoint on spirituality. So I'm just grateful that I learned a lot with Bihar School of Yoga. And I'm talking not only about my experience in the ashram, I'm talking also about the books that I've read, and I still have them. Actually, I didn't read all of them. I think Sure Ways to Realization, I haven't read it. Yeah, I haven't read it. I think it's the only book that I haven't read. But I have amazing book, Shri Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Amazing book. Amazing book. I love it. They also have an amazing book on, actually this book inspired me a lot. They also have amazing book, Meditations from Tantras here. I think it's 121 meditation or 112 meditations from Tantras. And in my classes, I would use it as a base. Yeah. That's it. And of course, when you are in a holy place and you take something from that place, you know, you come across and you mix yourself with this energy, of course it stays with you. That's it. So my personal experience, good. Yes, I loved it. I really loved it. Honestly, even by the end of my 30 days, I was thinking maybe to shave my head and stay there for 4 years. I had these thoughts. I was seriously thinking about it. You know, I'm very devotional. I was always very devotional. When I believe into something, I just go to extreme, and I just give myself all to this. So at that point, I was ready to stay, but I came back to Dubai. That's it. I think if you have more questions, please ask me questions. I am ready to answer. Again, I stayed there only 30 days, but maybe we can do a live stream with one of my teachers who stayed there longer, and we can discuss it if you want, all together. That's it. I love the place. I love the experience. Everything I loved. Yes, I'm very grateful, really, that I've been there. I'm grateful for this experience. That's it. Thank you so much.